And dry for a fair while now, and that looks as if it's going to continue throughout this match. Tony Gregg is now in the commentary box with me. We'll get your thoughts on the match in a moment, Tony, but first let's hear your analysis of the pitch. I can see the captains are waiting to toss the coin, so let's get down there and see what happens. Looks like they're going to have a bowl. It'll be interesting to see if that was the right decision as the match wears on. Most of the crowd have found their seats, so it looks as if we're finally ready to get the match underway.
Now it's up to the bowlers to see what they can do on this pitch.
The fast bowler with the first over then. Let's take another look at that in replay. India off the mark with the first runs of the day. It's in the air. Out. Caught him.
Well, he picked the fielder out perfectly with that shot.
And from another angle. So, left hand, right hand pairing at the crease now. Batsmen are looking for two. Two more runs there. Let's take another look at that in replay. So it's a left-right combination at the crease now. Edged. Batsmen are coming back for two. They're in disarray. Five runs from that over.
That's the end of the fielding restrictions. Expect the captain to start changing things around now. The captain shouldn't really use up all his best bowlers' overs at such an early stage of the innings.
Lovely shot. That is a shot right out of the coaching mind.
Oh, lovely timing. He played that beautifully.
That's a real crowd pleaser. Terrific shot.
Ooh, he really laid into that one.
He really struck that beautifully. That was sheer brute force. Great stroke play.
Smashing shot, really magnificent. I'd pay money just to come and see that again.
Splendid stroke. Tremendous shot. He's given that an almighty whack. 6 runs.
Absolutely effortless. He hardly seemed to hit it.
That was a confident shot. And from another angle. Very well played. Four.
Well, if you want to show the kids the perfect way to play that shot, there's a fine example.
That clattered into the hornies. That's a disastrously expensive over. Got away with it.
There'll be overthrows here. That's poor cricket.
Let's look at that again. Terrific shot. He found the gap with precision.
And a cracking shot, that one. He looks in fantastic form.
He gave him too much width then. Do you think there's more variety in spin bowling now than there ever has been in the past?
The variety in spin bowling these days is interesting. Certainly there's quite a bit of it. We've got Shane Warne on the one hand down in Australia. We've got Mathia Muralidharan bowling absolutely brilliantly for Sri Lanka. And then there is the next crop of spinners, and there are quite a lot of those too. Guys like Victoria in New Zealand, and of course plenty of others around the world, not quite as good as the first two that I mentioned. I'm not too sure that there's more variety in spin. I can remember playing against an Indian team that had 4 spinners and absolutely no fast bowlers. So certainly in years gone, in places like India and Pakistan, there were lots and lots of spinners. But at the moment, we certainly have got some great spinners around, and it is very, very good for the game.
Edge to slip. He's scoring at a prolific rate at the moment. A medium pacer to start a new over. No ball. Well, that's a superb shot.
He picked his spot well there.
That's 4 all the way. That was a confident shot. That's well played. He watched that onto the back perfectly.
Oh, super shot again. He's got into a perfect position for that shot. Head over the ball, weight forward.
That shot brought the crowd to their feet. That's nicely played. Through the gap, and that'll go for 4.
That was a cracking shot. He really got into position beautifully there.
The crowd really enjoyed that one. Great shot. He's gone for it, and he gets 6.
And a cracking shot, that one. He looks in fantastic form.
It's been a rather expensive over so far. Well, that's a superb shot.
That was a cracking shot. He really got into position beautifully there.
That was a very confident shot. There's his half-century.
Super innings. He's batted really well out there.
And from another angle. Terrible over. Far too expensive. So, this is the final over. Batsman coming back for a second. That's 2 more. Great stroke play.
That's definitely not the right line to bowl to this batsman.
And another 4. The crowd really enjoyed that one. Exquisite shot. That'll be 4 more.
Everything was in the right place there. It fairly raced the boundary.
Well, it just didn't carry over the rope. He's played that beautifully. He's taken the aerial route and been rewarded with 4.
He lifted that way over the infield really well.
Top quality shot. That's cleared the infield. 4 runs.
Well, that's what you should expect if you bowl like that on this pitch.
That was a confident shot. Well, that's a cracking shot. Beautifully timed.
Oh, that's good batting. He might have hit it in the air, but it was pretty safe and got him 4 runs.
It's been a rather expensive over so far. Unfortunately, we might be getting some rain soon.
They've got a big total to chase, so they're going to have to score quickly from the word go.
No runs there. Batsmen are looking for two. Big shout. No response from the umpire. That's two more. Immaculate timing. Beautiful placement. 4 all the way.
Everything was in the right place there. It fairly raced to the boundary.
He hit that uppishly, but it's raced away to the fence. Let's have a look at that from another angle. Low run there, they simply can't get it away. 8 from the over, that's put some pressure on the fielders.
The last few overs of the innings are vital, so the captain should save some of the best bowlers' allocation until then.
What's the umpire going to say about this one? It looks like the third umpire's been called in on this one. Let's have a look at that again.
They're tough ones for the umpire. We get to see it in slow motion.
There's the signal. He's safe. Let's look at that again. Batsmen are coming back for 2. That's nicely played. That's a fantastic strike.
Wonderful shot. He's hit that way into the middle of next week.
The crowd really enjoyed that one. Edged. Out. Let's take a look at that from another angle. New batsman at the crease for England. Nasty delivery, but really poor shot selection, I'm afraid. That's 9 scored off the over. it down. Dear me, you really can't afford to put down chances like this. They may yet have to pay for that.
The fielding team really cannot afford to spill catches like that.
And he's got away with it.
A better throw that could have been curtains for him.
Oh, that's a cracking shot.
Well, if you want to show the kids the perfect way to play that shot, there's a fine example.
He placed that superbly. Fine piece of fielding. Immaculate timing. He timed that to perfection.
Well, I reckon that's demoralising for the bowler, but he needs to bounce back quickly.
What's the key to bowling with the new ball, Tony?
The key to bowling with a new ball is movement. There's no doubt about that. If you bowl a good length and line and you have some movement, then you're always going to cause problems for the batsman. And the great bowlers, both of yesteryear and the modern fast bowlers, when using the new ball, get it to swing. So swing in the air is one way to move the ball. And of course the other way, with a new hard seam, you can move it off the seam as well. If you happen to be able to do both, well, that's a bonus. So for me, length and line and swing and seam is the way to go. But you can only do that if you keep the seam upright. And so that's the challenge.
There's a fielder underneath it.
Great catch. It's important not to miss anything in the field at all.
Let's have a look at that again. I'm sure the new batsman will look to play himself in. Mix up here. And from another angle. That's another single, but it simply isn't enough at this stage of the match. The off-spinner to bowl the final over. Great footwork. Beautiful shot.
Well, that's simply bread and butter to that.
That wasn't a great delivery. What a beautiful stroke.
Oh, lovely timing. He played that beautifully.
That's just the kind of shot that makes the fielding captain want to tear his hair out. Very unlucky. The batsman picks up one more. Exquisite shot. That's gone many a mile.
And a cracking shot, that one. He looks in fantastic form.
Beautiful stroke.
Wonderful shot. He really punished the bowler there.
He's picked that up and 6. He took the aerial route, but it paid off. The batsman coming back for a second. That's it, it's all over. That's the end of the match, and the better team won today.